This is Wemba_10 hosting CFG Lobbiez. Made my own CFG menu made from scratch. And those are all the codes for my CFG menu.
But it has to be said that when he initially presented himself as a candidate for the
those are the codes.
last year,
If you want explosive bullets, set perk, put your PSN name in between there where mine is. Put your PSN, and that's the same for aimbot.
About the undemocratic way the military was handling the transition. So it's highly ironical that he should step in now as the Prime Minister in the wake of the military.
And there'll be a press conference which we will bring you live from the airport at 11. In other news, final preparations are being made for the deportation of Abu Qatada at the end of a legal battle which has lasted 8 years. The radical cleric is due to board a plane in the early hours of tomorrow morning, returning to Jordan to stand trial on terrorism charges. His deportation was agreed after the British and Jordanian governments signed a treaty which guarantees that evidence obtained through torture won't be used against him. Our Home Affairs correspondent June Kelly reports.
Abu Qatada has become infamous through his battle to stay in the UK. The fight to remove him has cost taxpayers more than £1.5 million. Tonight, the radical cleric is finally set to leave Britain. He's being held at Belmarsh Top Security Jail in southeast London. A friend said his family, he has a wife and 5 children, had been told they should visit him this afternoon to say goodbye. This was Abu Qatada during a brief period of freedom in this country. He spent most of the past decade in custody. He's never been convicted of any offence in the UK, but he has been described as a threat to national security.
Glitchy Joey done for 4.21,
began moves to deport Abu Qatada.
and
In 2012,
I helped code
the European Court blocked his removal on human rights grounds. In March this year, the Court of Appeal here also came down in favour of Abu Qatada. The following month, the UK and Jordan signed a treaty under which he will now return. He's going back to Jordan, a country he left more than 20 years ago, to face terrorism charges. At his family's cafe, his relatives refused to speak to the media. A family friend maintains the evidence against him is weak.
I do believe that Abu Qatada will not be found guilty in this case.
So you think he could soon be a free man here?
Inshallah.
The country's justice minister is adamant there is a case to be answered.
Abu Qatada was charged with conspiracy to perform terrorist acts. Rossi is bad.
don't forget to like and sub.
This may shed more light.
Thank you.
Financing and planning financing terrorist acts and for terrorist acts.
And so the countdown to Abu Qatada's exit begins. By tomorrow, he should finally cease to be a problem for the UK. June Kelly's BBC News.
Well, let's get the latest now from our correspondent John Brain, who's outside Belmarsh Prison. John, it's almost 10:30 at night. The clock is ticking. Any sign of an appeal?
No sign of an appeal.
This is my friends list, got a lot of models.
Given that Abu Qatada actually said before that treaty was signed between the UK and Jordan that he would accept the treaty, that he did accept that he would have the possibility of a fair trial. You'll remember that treaty ensures that evidence obtained through torture won't be used in his retrial when he gets back to Jordan. So having fought, exhausted the legal process almost through the British courts, he did accept that he would go back to Jordan if that treaty was signed. So certainly no sign of a last-minute appeal. Of course, there's still time yet, but also still no sign of the convoy which is due to arrive here to take him to the RAF base, from where he'll fly in the early hours of the morning to Jordan if everything goes as planned.
John Brain, thank you very much. Supporters of Egypt's deposed President Mohamed Morsi have again taken to the streets of Cairo in protest of his removal. It comes after clashes between his supporters and opponents
Let that
yesterday
load.
left more than 30 people dead. Our correspondent Alim Makbul reports from Cairo.
Muslim Brotherhood supporters burying those amongst them who've fallen, now adding to the shock they've felt since the removal of their leader from power.
Light years.
In different cities, supporters of the deposed president, Mohammed Morsi, clashed with police, with the army. This year in Cairo, he was running battles with opposition supporters. And we can't independently verify this footage, but local journalists say this was the scene in the town of Haze as Morsi supporters were shot at as they prayed. Reports say 20 were injured. The Muslim Brotherhood blames the army. The group's supporters are once again taking to the streets. Millions of Egyptians called for the Brotherhood to be removed from power, but unless there's reconciliation and soon, there's no knowing where this new bitterness could lead.
Well, in a moment, of course, we'll be joining the national news. But first, the centre of a small town in the Canadian province of Quebec has been destroyed after a train carrying petroleum products was derailed and then exploded. At least one person has been killed. The train was travelling in the early hours of the morning in the town of Lac-Mégantic, close to the Quebec border with Maine, when it came off the rails. According to Canadian television, 4 pressurised tanker cars blew up, destroying 30 buildings. Police officials say they fear more tanker cars are at risk of exploding. Around 1,000 people have been evacuated from their homes. Time now for a look at the weather. Here's John Hammond.
Hello there, I know it doesn't suit everyone, but if it's hot and sunny weather you're after, I've got good news for you, because tomorrow it will probably be even hotter than it was today in some places. Now today, of course, things warmed up very quickly, particularly across England and Wales. You can see by the deep orange colours developing. Top of the shopping line, but actually 28 Celsius. But it wasn't warm and sunny everywhere, notably across the northwest of Scotland. Here it was cool, it was cloudy, and it was damp with some rain around much of the day. And the weather front responsible for that rain will be pivoting across parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland as well for a time overnight. Most of the rain will fade away, but we'll keep a lot of cloud here. Further south and east across the UK, a bright night, clear for the most part. One or two fog patches in the York as we get down. Generally, a mild night out there, and in the larger towns and cities, no doubt it'll stay pretty warm.
Really, neighbours.
Now, any fog will soon vanish soon after the
Daddy, don't blow your face. Don't bite your face. Don't. You always bite your face. I can't see. I'm not letting
Just think, I'm not really
because
going to get
you're not
any
eating.
bravado or any credit for hitting her or trying to struggle with her.
Didi yako fanda kutokana.
She knows this
Ma.
one.
Ma lia yako fanda utano ki.